Welcome back, ladies and gents. It's time for another little update. I can't believe it's been about a month since I last did one, but I have been busy. And also, welcome to this extremely state-of-the-art spray painting booth. I bet you're incredibly jealous here. It's made of high-tech carbordanium. And yeah, as you can see, I'm working on spraying the Tardis models. Cup of tea as well. I am British after all. So, believe it or not, it is 32 degrees centipede in here. It's about midday, well, in fact it's just after midday, so this is roughly when I get direct sunlight. I used to have direct sunlight pretty much all day long, but a few years ago they started building a new house next door, and there it is now, and it pretty much, the monster that it is, takes up all the sunlight. It just completely blocks it, so I get sunlight in the workshop for about an hour. So I should be working today, but I've run out of paint and need to go to the store and go and get some more, so there's where we are with that one. But I have done some more over here. Here's the other two. That one there's the moulding one, and I can't do any more on that for various reasons, but here are the two ones that have been, well, primed. So that's a customer's, that's mine. Actually, let's just grab mine and see if I can do it one-handed. Yeah, it's turned out a lot better than I'd hoped for, actually. All the nice little details. I've put some damage on mine as well. It was an experiment to see how well it would look, and it looks alright. But there needs to be a lot of texturing to be done yet, so that's the next stage, but I do have to go out and go and get a load more stuff. So, yeah. Lid comes off. There's the inside. So what do I have to do next on this? Well, it's just a matter of adding some texture and then airbrushing it and then weathering it all up, and it should effectively be done. So I'm pleased. As for the moulding one, I deliberately have left it in a unfinished state purely because I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to mould this yet. So I can't continue building unless I know how I'm going to mould it, because I've got to allow for various things. So that will be done in due course when I can afford the silicon. But yeah, here's another one. Well, here's the other one. This is the client's one. This is going to be, now which one is it? It's going to be a season, oh god, I'm getting really rusty on this. It's going to be a season 11 and 12 TARDIS, just like my one. This one over here is going to be a season 13 TARDIS. So it's going to be a slightly darker blue, and it'll have a different lamp cap on it and what have you. But yeah, it's all looking hunky-dory, so I'm pleased. While I'm here, I might as well give you a little tour of my workshop. I call it a workshop, it's really just a conservatory, and it's not very big, as you can clearly see. It's somewhat cluttered. In fact, it's got a lot more cluttered in recent weeks, purely because we're moving stuff around. But it's become a bit of a dumping ground, so yeah, that's my cupboard of supplies. It's things like fillers and bits of fiberglass and paints and whatnot. That's all in there. Various other little supplies. Actually, this looks more busy than actually. There's not much actually here. So paintbrushes and whatnot down there. I've got a whole collection of odd screws. I don't know where they've come from. It's again, this ends up just being a dumping ground. Over here, cupboards of, I don't know, I think it's, what's in there? There used to be paints in there, but the paint and all that is down there now, under my workbench. Plastic store is there, but some of it's sort of spilled out down there. That down there is various printers and scanners. Again, just dumped there, including that thing there. Those eventually will be stripped down and used for greeblies. In fact, you'll see there's bits of electronics in there, and there. Then there's various greeblies and whatnot in there, and in there. These will apparently come in useful one day. Tools in there, tools over there. In fact, yeah, there you are. What do you think that could be? Have a guess. It's a robot dog. So yeah, it's a bit cramped. Again, more greeblies and stuff. In fact, that's full of, I think, Cybermen masks and various other things, because otherwise they were just kicking around on the floor. I knew I was going to break them. More greeblies and parts and stuff for various other projects that still haven't been done. and it just carries on and on and on, and this place is an absolute mess, and I need to tidy it up. Oh, and cat stuff. I don't think I've mentioned it, but my cat died back in February, so yeah, I miss her, little Millie, but I don't want to put her stuff over in the garage because I know it's going to get all mouldy and what have you, because it's just our garage floods. So, oh, poor cat. I do miss her, as I said. Essentially died of a heart attack. But there we are, she was old. Yeah, and also the other thing about this space, it's the back end of the house. So there's the main house doorway there. So I've got to try and keep this clear. You know, so you can walk out and then get out through the back doors. I've always got to keep at least a pathway clear. So again, what I tend to do in this space is constantly trip over things, and if I need anything, it's always a case of having to move something out of the way, look in a cupboard, then look in a box, and that is conducive to not much work, I have to admit. You know, I sit there looking for something, and after about half an hour of tripping over things and pretending I'm Indiana Jones on an archaeological excavation, I just give up and do it the hard way. But anyway, that's the tour of my supposed workshop. And so we're back at the desk, and you can probably hear in the background our wonderful neighbour's lovely little dog. I don't hate it entirely. It's always barking though. So before we round things off, let's have a quick look at the state of play with the old channel. We're up to 390 subscribers, so that's pretty good. It would be nice if I had some more, but I'm not doing it for fame or anything like that, but any and all subscribers does help the channel. It just makes it seem worthwhile, you see. Otherwise I feel like I'm talking to myself. K9 video, it's a year old and it's got 7.3 thousand views, so for me that's remarkable. What's even more remarkable is the 8th Doctor video, or the 8th Doctor Tardis video that I did. Only been up for 5 months, and that has 7.4 thousand. I think in total we have, let me have a look, I think it's about 19,000, yeah, 19,000 views. Ultimately, I would like to be able to monetize the channel, but at the moment I can't. It's just not worth doing. But yeah, there we are. Anyway, it's only meant to be a very brief and quick roundup of things because I haven't said anything for a long time. Well, according to this, a month. So anyway, hope you like what you've seen, and thanks for watching.